Hey guys, this is Nat Blue with a new YouTube video. Today, we are going to do something I'm very passionate about and rank the live action or all of the Spider-Man movies that have come out. So the first movie on this list is Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man. This, along with the second Spider-Man, for me, are going into D tier. So I know this might be a controversial opinion. I loved the villains in both of these movies. Norman Osborn was amazing. Willem Dafoe was just born to play that role. Doc Ock was fantastic. He did a really good job. I just really don't like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I feel like his Spider-Man didn't have enough quips. I'm not a huge fan of the organic web storyline that Sam Raimi did in these movies. I feel like every teenager in the first movie kind of just looks like they're in their 30s, which I know isn't the case for most of the actors. But I think overall, I really don't like these movies, which isn't going to make this next one surprising. We are going to change this tier to F. And that is where Spider-Man 3 is going to go. So, same issues with the first two. I didn't like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Bigger problems, I really didn't like Venom in this movie. I think Hobgoblin or New Goblin or whatever they wanted to call him in this is not great. It was okay. James Franco did an alright job of it. I loved Sandman, but I don't think that's enough to move this movie higher up. So overall, I don't feel good putting it above F tier. The next one is Amazing Spider-Man 1 with Andrew Garfield. So we are going to put this also in D. So I kind of like Andrew Garfield. I think his Spider-Man was quippier than Tobey Maguire's. He was a funnier guy. I don't like that his Peter Parker was like this skater boy nerd. I get what they were going with, but I think it made Peter seem a little bit too cool. I did like the Lizard. It was nice to see Lizard in live action. I think he was better in No Way Home than he was in The Amazing Spider-Man. But I think he was a good villain to introduce Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man to this universe. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm going to put an F. I want it above Spider-Man 3. I still liked Andrew Garfield in this movie. I liked the Gwen Stacy storyline in this movie. I loved the costume in Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2 might be my favorite Spider-Man costume because I really like the eyes. And it has a lot of those really great things I loved about the first Amazing Spider-Man costume. But Electro was not good. And I really did not like how they did Harry Osborn's Green Goblin. I think they rushed it a little bit. They could have spent a little bit more time on that. So I don't want to ever rewatch Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's my biggest issue. I think the 3 and D tier, I would watch the movie again. I would never watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 again. You know what? I am going to put the Amazing Spider-Man. I want that above the Tobey Maguire films, because I just really don't like them. Next is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is an S tier movie. So I love Miles Morales as a character. I think this was a great way to introduce him into the movie. This movie had a lot of heart. It was emotional in a lot of places. The animation was top tier. I think this might be my favorite animated film. They just did such an amazing job. I liked seeing a lot of the variant Spider-Man. So like Peter Parker, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Gwen. I think they were all amazing. I think honestly, I liked these Spider-Man variants better than I liked the ones in Across the Spider-Verse. I think Across the Spider-Verse, going into that, is also an S tier movie. I just don't think it's as good as Into the Spider-Verse. It's still S tier. I loved Miguel in this film. That he was amazing. Spider-Bite was pretty great. I think that's what her name is. I might be wrong about that. I liked seeing Scarlet Spider in this movie. He's one of my favorite Peter Parker clones. But I wasn't a huge fan of the portrayal of him in this. I don't think it was bad. I think they went too edgy with it. And they could have dialed it back a little bit. But overall, amazing movie. I'm super excited for the third one. I think that ending part with the Miles variant was amazing, and I'm really excited to see how that pans out. I'm hoping there's a little bit of a twist, maybe a team up or something. I think that would be cool. The next on this list, we're going to delve into the Tom Holland MCU Spider-Man movies with Spider-Man Homecoming. I think Spider-Man Homecoming is a C-tier movie. I enjoyed it better than the other two Spider-Man. Tom Holland is my favorite live-action Spider-Man. I think he encompasses Peter Parker really well. He shows the intelligence of Peter Parker. The only thing that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man showed his intelligence is just the things he did with Doc Ock in the second movie. I like that it shows him designing some web fluid or making some web fluid. And I kind of like the suit that he got from Tony Stark in this movie. I think it's a cool suit. I do wish there was less Iron Man in this. I love Iron Man. I think Robert Downey Jr. is an amazing portrayal of Iron Man. I think it would have been nice for this to be more focused on only Spider-Man. But I get that that was kind of the point of the film, is that it was Peter Parker learning how to be a superhero without the help of the Avengers. I am not a huge Vulture fan. As a character, I'm not a huge Vulture fan. I think that the actor did an amazing job playing him. Michael Keaton did a great job as Vulture. But it just wasn't a villain that interested me as much as some of these other movies. And I really didn't like that the Vulture was kind of a Tony Stark villain. So I think overall, Homecoming could have been better as an intro to the character. I think it was better than the other two Spider-Man sagas. Next is Spider-Man Far From Home. This is almost S tier for me. I'm going to put it in A. I loved Jake Gyllenhaal in this. He did an amazing job. Why am I blanking on the dude's name? He did an amazing job. I really liked all of the special effects his character was doing. That was great. I am blanking on Jake Gyllenhaal's villain's name, but that's fine. I liked the whole spider monkey thing. I thought that was really funny. I really enjoyed seeing Michelle Jones realize that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. That reveal was hilarious. I liked seeing him make his own suit in the Quinjet. I enjoyed seeing his relationship with Happy becoming more fleshed out. And I really enjoyed seeing Spider-Man fighting with the fact that Tony Stark isn't here anymore and he might have to step up, even though he doesn't necessarily want the responsibility of it. I think this was a super emotional movie. Was really good. I liked the glasses were really sick. I don't think it's as good as the S tier movies, but it's very close. I really enjoyed this film. So the next one on the list, the last of the Tom Holland movies so far, Spider-Man No Way Home, is an S tier movie. I think a lot of this is because of the other two Peter Parkers. I think even though I don't like him, Tobey Maguire kind of flourished in this movie. I loved seeing him as a more seasoned Spider-Man. I thought that was amazing. Andrew Garfield did a spectacular job. I really enjoyed seeing him on the screen again. I think, honestly, his Peter Parker might have been my favorite in the movie. I liked hearing about how he went on a darker path after Gwen died. I liked seeing that redemption moment he had with Tom Holland's MJ. Overall, I don't have a lot of bad things to say about this. It might be the best villain movie. They brought back the villains from the old movies, and I think they did most of them better, if not all of them. This was the best portrayal of Green Goblin. I loved that they got rid of the helmet right away. I did not like the helmet in the first Spider-Man. I enjoyed that they got the purple hoodie for him to wear, and then they got tattered later on in the movie to give him all of that classic Green Goblin look. I really enjoyed seeing the personality shifts between him and his Green Goblin, him and his Green Goblin ego. And honestly, the other villains did great. Jamie Foxx did an amazing job as Electro. He kind of redeemed himself there. Doc Ock was as great as ever. I really liked Doctor Strange in this. I think he did great. I love how close he gets to Peter by the end of the movie. I am of the theory that this movie is going to lead to Ned Leeds becoming Hobgoblin, like he does in a couple of the comics. I think that would be really interesting. Overall, just an amazing movie. I can't wait to see what happens next with this. I know it's a little bit up in the air. Tom Holland's backing off acting for a little bit, but I'm really excited to see where things are going to go from here. This next movie on the list, this guy, I don't know what it's from. I've never seen this poster. I don't know what this movie is. I'm putting it here because it doesn't let me put it back at the bottom for some reason. If anybody knows what that movie is, please leave a comment, especially if it's a really good Spider-Man movie. I would love to watch it. I just do not know what that poster is. It looks a little bit older, but that might be an artistic choice. Just let me know in the comments if you know what that movie is. I would love to see it. Other than that, if you disagreed with any of my opinions, or even if you agreed with any of my opinions, please leave a comment in the comment section. If you liked this video, leave a like. It doesn't take very long. It's a free thing, just a tap of a button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I love doing this superhero content. I'm a huge comic nerd. I love the live action universes. I understand Sony's been kind of dropping the ball with the Spider-Verse, but hopefully they can turn stuff around. I'm kind of excited for Kraven, but that's more because I'm a huge fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's a great actor. So if you want to see more videos like this, like I said, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see these videos as they are released, make sure to hit the notification bell. That will tell you when it's been released. Other than that, this was a lot of fun to do. I love doing these tier lists. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Until next time, peace.